What's up everybody, another beautiful day in the Dragon Isles, and today we're taking a look at Mythic Neltharion in the new raid Aberrus, the Shadowed Crucible. Now I'll be going over what's new on Mythic, how the fight changes and potential approaches. So keep in mind that this is not a complete guide on how to defeat this boss on Mythic, and keep in mind that it is PTR, so things can change or be reworked greatly. So not only are there some new mechanics on Mythic, but several abilities have been reworked since my heroic video of this, which I thought I'd cover real quick. So there's now an ability called Volcanic Heart, which targets several players, 3 on Mythic. On Heroic, these players AoE 15 yards around them. On Mythic, they hit any player within line of sight, regardless of distance. And that does a ton of raid-wide damage and leaves a dot, and you pretty much die. And the class-only mechanic from Phase 2 have been removed. Previously, each class got a fancy empowerment if they got corrupted. Now you just get corrupted. So rather than targeting classes, it just targets several players. And these players become hostile to everyone in the raid, but they're able to nuke the big ad and break their shield. Which means if that red paladin gets corrupted, you can accidentally nuke him down and say it was a mistake 15 times in a row. Other than that, most thingies works the same. So for the Volcanic Heart, you will need to break 3 different segments of the wall around the room, so players targeted by this can run outside and LOS the raid, but also LOS each other, and this mechanic will continue in Phase 2 as well. Now other than that, in Phase 3, the portals that spawn, which you need to stand and survive the ebb and destruction, can now only protect 1 player each, so you'll need to be way more organized than just YOLO, Rigelon flashbacks. But other than that, as always, Mythic also means meaner overlaps, and everything else just hurts way more. Now the fight seemed fairly scripted from what we saw. Phase 1 you'd get Rushing Darkness into Volcanic Heart 2 times into the second tank slam, into Erupting Fissure, the big slam at 100 energy. So in Phase 1 we kinda just stayed smack down in the center and filled up the outside pieces with fissures instead, which made dealing with the Volcanic Heart very easy since you could break walls all around for them. In Phase 2 you'd get tank slapped into Volcanic Heart into Rushing Darkness, which means you have to break down the walls with the tank mechanic so that Volcanic Heart targets can LOS, and this requires you to break down multiple walls with it, since they have to LOS each other. So the tank will get targeted by this, their spirit will leave their body, they have to run through the walls and break it in one of these overlapping segments, which in turn will break multiple walls when the boss sucks him back in. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think of the new Mythic mechanics. If you have any questions, hit me up here or become a patron or Twitch sub and get access to the Stankie Gaming Discord, which is the fastest way to get a hold of me, and it's also filled with a lot of useful info and helpful people if you need any help PvE wise. Don't forget the usual stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, ring that notification bell. I'm also streaming all my progression rating on Twitch, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday, Stankie Gaming. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.